Scarves like this one are popping up on a bridge and creating a buzz in Frankfort. I'll tell you what it's all about coming up.
The fire destroys a Clark County home while a woman is asleep inside.
We love you, miss you all, and we need you home, and safe.
2 Kentucky teenagers accused of a cross-country crime spree are in custody tonight.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
The search is finally over for 2 Kentucky fugitives. Good evening. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Officers took the 2 Grayson County teens accused of car thefts into custody this morning. Police say 18-year-old Dalton Hayes and his 13-year-old girlfriend Cheyenne Phillips went on a week-and-a-half-long cross-country crime spree. Someone spotted the 2 this morning in Panama City Beach, Florida. Officers found the couple asleep in a truck. WKYT's Hillary Thornton has the latest on the investigation in our top story at 6.
18-year-old Dalton Hayes and his 13-year-old girlfriend Cheyenne Phillips were on the run for about 2 weeks before being taken into custody early Sunday morning in Panama City Beach, Florida. The couple is accused of a multi-state crime spree, including stealing vehicles and forging checks as they made their way through the South.
We love you, miss you all, and we need you home, and safe.
That was the plea from the 18-year-old's mother as she watched her son and his 8th grade girlfriend grab national headlines. All of this started in Grayson County, where Hayes was already facing a burglary and theft charge. Sheriff Norman Chafin says the couple ran from deputies, stole a car and crashed it, ran from police again, and then stole another car.
She said, "We're just going to run." And I'm like, no. I said, y'all don't need to do this because Dalton was supposed to be in court that Monday morning.
Last week, surveillance cameras captured the couple at a Walmart in Manning, South Carolina. They were driving that red truck reported stolen in Kentucky. Then days later, authorities found that truck in Henry County, Georgia, where police say the teens stole another truck, a silver Toyota Tundra, and then traveled to Florida, putting multiple agencies on the hunt for the teens.
Our biggest fear is that we find them in a vehicle and they get in a pursuit, and then you've got an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old who are wanted across multiple states. The outcome is usually not good.
But officers say thankfully this all came to an end without anyone getting hurt after police surrounded the silver Toyota Tundra, finding the couple asleep inside. Hayes was booked in the Bay County Jail while Phillips was placed with the Florida Department of Children and Families. Sheriff Chafin says the process has started for both to be extradited back to Kentucky, where they will face multiple felony charges. In the newsroom, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
And Phillips' mother, Cheyenne, has been begging for her daughter's safe return since family reported her missing. She says after not seeing her daughter for nearly a decade, she's excited to finally start spending more time with her.
I don't approve of it, and like I said, I just reunited with my daughter after 10 years. We started talking before Christmas, so I really didn't know much about the relationship. It's just a bunch of lies in it. She was, fascinated over him and just a love. This is not, it's something that I would think that Cheyenne would do.
The Grayson County Sheriff talked to Phillips. He says she is very scared and wants to go home. Deputies in southern Kentucky tell us they caught a dangerous fugitive out of Virginia. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office arrested 18-year-old Donald Fox III just after midnight near London. Deputies say Fox was at the intersection of US 25 and US 25 East when he ran a red light and hit another car. We're told he left the scene and then his car broke down 2 miles later. A constable found Fox's car and tried to chase him, but deputies say Fox ran back toward the constable's cruiser and took off in it. Deputies then chased Fox toward London and tried to set up spike strips to stop him, but he outfoxed them. They say he was listening in to police chatter on the in-car radio. The chase ended when a deputy hit the constable's cruiser. Fox, we're told, jumped out of the car, and that's when they arrested him. He will go to the Laurel County Detention Center after doctors treat him at UK Hospital for injuries sustained in the crash. We're told Fox is wanted for a serious crash out of Virginia. A fire destroyed a Clark County home this afternoon. Firefighters tell us at one point flames filled the house on Old Boonesboro Road. They were able to contain the flames and put out the fire. We're told the homeowner was asleep when the fire started and the heavy smoke woke her up.
They said she'd walked out onto the back porch, and they said that when they got to her that they said, come on, we got to go. And she wanted to go back in the house. And I was like, you can't go, you got to come. They said it was pitch black, couldn't see anything, hot, and said she was wanting to go back in.
We're told the woman suffered some smoke inhalation but is okay. She is staying with her daughter. Right now, the fire department is still trying to figure out what caused the fire. Police in Lexington are trying to figure out who fired shots outside a restaurant overnight. Police tell us around 3:30 this morning, someone fired shots near the Cookout on South Broadway. Witnesses reported seeing someone fire the shots, but when police arrived, they couldn't find a shooter. We're told they did find several shell casings and 2 cars in the parking lot with bullet holes. Police did not have any good descriptions of the shooter. Wolfe County search and rescue crews worked this morning to save a dog who fell off a cliff. The dog was in the Pine Ridge area. We're told he fell nearly 20 feet onto a 2-foot wide ledge. The team worked together to help rescue the pup. Crews say after they got him to safety, he was excited to see his family. He is expected to be okay. A routine traffic stop led deputies in Boyle County to a drug bust. Deputies tell us they pulled over a Mercury Mystique on US 127 near Bonta Lane in Junction City. We're told they found an active meth lab under the front passenger seat. Deputies arrested Christopher Lunsford and Benjamin Mosier. Tonight we have new information about the man found dead on a porch in Bourbon County. The county coroner tells us a homeowner found Michael Wallace dead outside his house on 5th Street this weekend. The coroner does not think foul play was involved. It could take her 2 to 3 weeks to figure out exactly how he died. Today, colder temperatures accompanied those sunny skies, and this work week brings with it the possibility of flurries. WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell is tracking snow chances on the First Alert Defender.
Yeah, that's right. As we head into the new week, we will run into several of those shots of at least some wintry precipitation out there right now. Hard to think about it because we are still running in the 40s right now, 43 degrees in Lexington, 45 in Richmond, so relatively mild compared to where we should be for this time of year. There you see Defender scanning the skies. We had the showers passing through much earlier today. They're now well off to our east. Cloud cover still lingering through the skies, and we'll see some of that from time to time. So keep that in mind. You can see the thicker or at least the more organized cloud cover out to our east, and that'll continue to kind of work its way in that general direction along with those showers. As we head through the next few days here, here's what we expect on our 3-day threat track. Tomorrow, it's fine, and we're back into the 40s again for daytime highs. Tuesday, 40s, but temperatures start to fall at night as we are tracking a cold front into the area that brings shower chances, and then eventually some flakes of snow, and that's where we'll run into more snow chances for your Wednesday. Not a big deal with this go around, but we might have more chances trying to stack up as we head through the entire 7-day forecast. We will take a very close look at that coming up for you here in just a few minutes.
A Frankfort woman is helping those less fortunate bundle up this winter. Carrie Williams uses social media to encourage crafters to use their talents to help keep the homeless warm. WKYT's Sean Moody explains.
It's not hard to figure out where Frankfort's Singing Bridge got its name. But lately it's becoming known for something else. These scarves have been popping up on the bridge. There's a note attached inviting whoever finds them to use them if they don't have one.
The Singing Bridge here in Frankfort was a good place because there are lots of homeless who cross the bridge there.
Carrie Williams is the person behind the scarves.
This is the very next one that's going out.
She started the project last winter. There's a Facebook page dedicated to it called Scarves in the Wild.
Oh, 30, 40 people see it last year.
Now it's close to 500.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Other people have started leaving scarves on the bridge as well. Carrie figures they've left dozens of them.
It gives them a feeling that people are caring about it. And I think as you're making the scarf, it also makes you aware that you can do something, and it gives you a good feeling too.
Carrie says she got this idea after seeing a similar project online. Now she's hoping to use social media to get other people involved wherever they happen to be. There was just this one scarf on the bridge today. Apparently they've been popular.
Somebody from the soup kitchen walked by and said, we wondered who was doing that. So that was really exciting. They said people have been talking about it because they know people care.
Carrie says that's the main thing.
People need to know that they're cared about.
In Frankfort, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Carrie wants to put scarves in other places around town as well. We have an update tonight for those who follow the inspiring story of Lauren Hill, the Mount St. Joseph freshman fighting pediatric brain cancer. Hill didn't expect to live this long. She has an inoperable tumor in her brain. Every day, she fights it. And in this new year, she continues to fight to make lasting memories.
I don't want to say goodbye. And that's what, my problem was this year. The hardest part of the holidays was saying goodbye to people. And, I mean, I know I'm still here, but, I don't know when I'm going to see them again.
Christmas 2014 was an unpredicted gift for Lauren Hill. The college freshman has been battling diffused intrinsic pontine glioma, a type of brain tumor, for more than a year.
Anything material, it still doesn't matter to me anymore. It's just the time I get to spend with the people I love. That's all I want.
And you got that.
And I did. I got that and was so thankful and so blessed that I got to get that.
Brent and Lisa Hill live day by day with Lauren.
It's more living in the moment. I mean, what happens 3 days from now is 3 days from now. We'll worry about that when it comes by. And like Lisa had said before, we knew she was stubborn enough. She wasn't going anywhere before Christmas.
Their amazement, their gratitude grows with each dream they're able to accomplish.
Today's the day. Today's the day I reached my goal. Who raises $1 million in a 2-month span? I can't even believe I'm the kind of person that can do that.
Would I have thought we would have raised $1 million? No. And I probably underestimated where we would be the whole time. Would I thought we'd play in front of 10,000 people? No. Would she play in her first game? Yeah, I believe that. But how it happened? Nope. Beyond my dreams. Beyond my imagination.
Lauren wants to give her homecoming queen crown away this month, celebrate Valentine's Day next month, and this summer, see her new high school gym where her retired 22 jersey will hang.
I want to see that gym finished. Erin just got her braces on. And I want to see her with her braces off. Because, I think she's as beautiful as she is. But she's just going to be so beautiful. God has the last say. And I'm not done speaking for little kids.
So far, Lauren Hill has raised more than $1,250,000 to find a cure for DIPG.